All right, look at this mirror cap. Ooh, sucker glows in the sun. Hey everyone, so today we've got some more carbon fiber mirror caps from EVBase. Not these actually, these are the standard mirror caps. I'm putting on the Aero mirror caps on a Tesla Model Y Juniper. We do an install, I give you all kinds of tips on how to get them on perfectly straight, align them, make sure the tape is holding perfectly, so let's go. Let's take a closer look at this. Oh man. Oh, I love the carbon fiber. This is real carbon fiber, my friends. Look at that 3D look. So they have this in matte, they have this in gloss. This is obviously the gloss. I prefer the gloss just because it really shows off the 3D effect of the carbon fiber. But you know, that's your choice. The matte also looks really cool. So we've got this Aero effect thing here. I'm gonna put this in the sunlight. Let's check this out in the sunlight. Look at this in the sun. Ooh. EVBase, all the links below. Remember the discount code TeslaMark. Use it because it will save you more money. Of course, you've got to clean this thing off really well, you know, soap, water. Also, you got to get some kind of rubbing alcohol on here so that you can wipe off any of the wax, any of the ceramic coating that you've got. Otherwise, you know, the tape from the new mirror is not going to stick. I wanted to show something else. Every time, you know, you could have just a couple hundred miles on your car. This is a friend of mine's Juniper, and he PPF'd the front end of his Tesla as well as the mirror caps here, and you could see it's already, something has come along and just taken a bit of a chunk out of this thing. The factory paint on these cars is just not great at all. The paint will chip. Well, guess what? We're going to protect this now. The mirror caps not only are super stylish, but they're going to protect your mirrors. And they look way better than PPF. You get more than just the benefit of looking cool when you put these mirror caps on. So, all right, let's get this thing on. What I always do is practice putting the mirror cap on, because once you take this tape off and you start fitting it, if you don't know how it goes, you're not sure exactly how it's going to pop in or anything, it starts sticking, you know, and you need to be good at putting this thing down, and you need to know exactly where it's going to go so that you can adjust as you're putting it down. Now, these are a little bit more of a challenge, the Model Y, because of this edge they put in here. So things like don't want to go over the edge, and I found that putting it down here just like very lightly, making sure you've got the front like wrapped around here. When we get it, you know, again, very lightly down, we're just going to quickly push this thing down. And I'm trying to get a feel for it now. And you know what? Actually, looking at this a little more, I'm going to trim this off very carefully. I don't want any of these loose edges on the PPF, but that's another thing why we rehearse. And also, I think I'm going to like pull this out a little bit when I'm putting it down. This is different than the other ones I had, so I'm really glad I'm trying this out. So the other mirror cap that I had without this Aero part on it, it was like a different kind of a fit. This one, it's coming down a little better. I'm pulling out here a little bit, and I'm going to focus on kind of pushing it in here where there's no tape. Helps avoid this other tape sticking. And then when I get close down here, I'm just going to quickly push it down, and then we're going to apply pressure here. Okay, so that's the plan. All right, I'm really glad I rehearsed this. Get this off, but oh man, look how cool this looks. We're going to take the backing off and do this for real. Ooh, we're going to trim that up. Almost forgot, use these adhesion promoters too. I wiped it down real quick just where the tape was. I happen to have a couple of these. They might give you one or two. And you're going to want to do both sides. Set up both mirror caps at the same time, because these dry out very quickly, and they don't last long. They once you put it on there, I think it's best if you put the mirror cap on within a few minutes. So anyway, I forgot to show that on this side. Okay, here we go. Just like rehearsal. Pulling this out a little bit, focusing on the front. And it is in place here. Checking all around, making sure everything is down where it needs to be, all the way around. Okay, and we are good. So now I'm going to apply pressure. Pay attention to where the tape is, and we want to apply pressure for, at least 30 seconds. And depending on how warm it is, putting pressure on it like this will give you a lot more adhesion. You get about, I think, 80% full adhesion after a full day. And then the rest of it comes, over a few more days. So cooler it is, the more difficult it is for the adhesion to take hold. So keep that in mind. All right, good to go. All right, let's take a look at the fit. Okay, here it looks really good. Okay, really good here. Gotta say, it dips a little bit too low right in here. If you see that difference, I'm showing you the good and the bad, because I like to be honest with everyone, especially when I'm reviewing these products. Otherwise, it looks really good. Now, when you're just, when you're looking at this mirror cap though from here, things look fantastic. You're not really going to see this. And let's take a look at the front. Yeah, this looks good. This wraparound looks really good. All right, look at this mirror cap. Ooh, sucker glows in the sun. Oh man, that looks good. Yeah, of course this Aero is going to give you more miles. Come on. But yeah, this is where the carbon fiber really shines, out here in the sun. But let's take a look at the other side too. In the shade, still looking fantastic. Yeah, I'm really digging this. And we need some camera covers, we need some door handle covers. They have all that stuff. EVBase, all the links below. Remember the discount code TeslaMark. Use it because it will save you more money.